Today we are going to see how to create an API server that returns a JSON, not only prints to the screen a response to the request. We were used to receive the request through the do-get, through the URL of our web app, and then we were printing to the screen our result using the HTML file that we had generated. Today we are going to return a JSON, which is the standard of JavaScript object notation, that will be decoded on the other side, and then we receive it from a totally different account. So let's start directly to make our life easy. I'm going to copy this code, and I will call it test JSON 1. So maybe we'll make other files. We don't need the HTML return, so just simply I'll take out the HTML part. We don't print to the screen, and we don't need to return HTML, and we don't need this function which we used in adding a script. So what we will return this time? Simply we will return content service, and out of the content service we'll turn content text output, and we will return a result string, because if you return to the definition, okay, let's take this out, because if you return to the definition of create text output, you will see that it needs a string inside it. So I will put one, you need here content, which is string. I'll put result string, and then I will create the result string here. To create the result string, so let result string will be equal to our array, but first I will call the JSON class dot stringify. Stringify means that you convert whatever is coming within the stringify into a continuous string, so it can be transmitted, and on the other side it can be decoded again as the JSON object using the parsing to return the original data that we had sent. The JSON object can contain arrays, can contain objects, can contain strings, can contain boolean, and can contain numbers. So stringify result, which is our array that we used to generate, and Control S. Okay, and then directly, because I need to use it, I need to deploy it directly, or maybe I can try it. So let we test it. So I saved it already, so we test the deployment. Once I having the web app URL for testing, I copy it, and then I open a new tab. I put it here, and then I need to put my query. So question mark tag equal to p, for example. Enter. You can see that now that's a string. You can see that the p is already string, and then the date, which is not part of the JSON standard elements that it sends, so it's transferred to a string, but the numbers stay as it is. So that's what is displayed on our screen, but this is not an HTML. This is simply a string. Okay, now I need to go to another app and receive this string and return it into an array. So I will go to a total different account with a new file, and then inside here I will create let row response. Our row response will be equal to, I will bring a new class, which is the URL fetch API, or the URL fetch app dot fetch, and then I open brackets. I need to put URL as a string here. Then to make URL as a string, I need to deploy my web app. This time I need to deploy to use it in another account. Now I was testing it, so I need to make a new deployment. I'll call it JSON 1 deploy I will copy the web app URL. I will go to the other account and I will put it here, and then I'll make my query tag is equal to p as we had generated from there. So, and we can change after that. After I had created my raw response, I received it, then I'm going to create my response. Or create my result if you like. And here also I will call my JSON class dot parse. Parse means to analyze and bring the part that we need. So what data string we are taking? We are taking the data strings that we received as a raw response. And then just I'll put it to the console to see it. Okay, Control S, let we run it. That's typing typo. Control S, and then run. Now we can see that I have received it, and I had received it as I had sent it, okay, on the other side. So that's the beauty of sending. But what I had received now is an array. Simply, if you are sending a request to an API and expecting that you will receive the request on the other side, you need to convert your working into an object, and in the object you make a tag and a data. So, or a key and a data. So you make it like this: a key and data, key and data, key and data. In the next video, we will see how to create an object and to add our data this time into an object and to add it progressively through a loop, and also to transfer it to the other side as we had done, and deploy it in new time. Join, subscribe, and use our coupon for the 90% discount. See you in coming videos with more insights from Jumpstart, Google Sheets, apps, scripts, and web apps.